In this video, I will show you how to prepare a test bank. The test bank can be prepared on the blackboard, or we can prepare our test bank in a Word file and then export it to, or import these questions from the Word to the blackboard. All the steps will be shown in the following video. Now, go to here in this black menu. Okay, I have the course tools, and then I have here test surveys and pools. Test surveys and pools. Choose the test survey and pools. I will choose pools. Pools here mean that it is a test bank, so a set of questions that can be added, okay, and then the exam will be selected randomly from these pools. Okay, choose pools. Okay, so I have here this is pools that I already created before. So we'll go to build pool. Okay, here in building pools, you have a lot of options to classify these pools and to name your test banks. This is according or up to you. You can create, for example, pools by learning outcomes, which is, for example, questions for learning outcome 1, for learning outcome 2, for unlike this, and so on. You can also create pools according to the chapters. For chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. For me, I have pools for chapter 1 theory and chapter 2 calculations. Okay. So how to classify your question banks or your test bank is up to you, according to your vision, according to the way you will prepare your exam. Okay, in all cases, the next step that I will show you how the exam will be built randomly from the text bank. Okay, so try to put as more as possible questions in these pools. So, for example, let's say that this one is chapter 4. Okay, before chapter, let's choose chapter 5. Okay, you can put a description here or not, and then submit. Okay, this is my pool chapter 5, and now I have to create it. I have two ways. First way is to create questions. Okay, create a question using the same tools and method of an exam. Okay, and the same type of questions. This is the first way to enter question in the pool or test bank. The second one is we can upload questions. Okay, to upload question, I will show you now how to upload questions from Word file. Okay, let's just bring for Word file. Okay, so for example, I have here test bank. Okay, to import questions from Word to Blackboard, we need some criteria and some specifications. This is my questions. Okay, for the question true false question, you have to write T, F, hat, and space. So, for example, the question is like this. This is my question. To mention or to specify that this is the true false question, I will write TF hat, which is on the 6th number in the keyboard. You will find it, and then space. Okay, and when I will finish the question, I will write the right answer, true. This question is true. I will just write the right answer. If it is true, I will write true. If it is false, I will put false. Okay, so this is the same. TF hard space means this is true false question. I will leave one line between each questions. If I have multiple choices question, I will write MC and then hat space. MC hat space. This is a multiple choices question. And then I will write all the answers. And before the right answer, I will make this star asterisk. Okay, like this on the 8. The keyboard, you will find it on the 8 number. Okay, so this means that corporation is the right answer. Now, if I have an essay question, okay, I will write ESS hat. But you know that in the final we are not allowed to use essay questions, so we will use only multiple choices, matching, and true or false questions. So once you prepare your questions here, you have all your questions here. Select all the questions, okay, and remove or clear all formatting. Use this icon to clear all formatting. Okay, this is the first step. Then we'll go to the paragraph parameters here to edit spacing. So the spacing have to be 0 before and 0 after, with a single line spacing. Okay, all these options or all these are required. Okay, so spacing have to be 0 before, 0 after, and the line spacing is single. Please delete any numbers, do not number the question. Okay, remove numbering, any formatting in the file. Okay, now it's okay. I will just copy, Control C. I will copy my question and then go to Google in my browser. I will write Blackboard exam converter. Okay, enter, and this is the first one, the Blackboard exam converter. I have this website. Okay, this is the Blackboard exam converter. You can see here a video tutorial to explain how to convert the exam for more details. And this is, you have this abbreviation for to make sure that you added the question, you entered the question correctly. So make sure that you added this abbreviation in the front of the question. Okay, and then these are the instructions to read, to understand how to put it. At the end, you have this box here, this space. You will paste the questions here, Control V. Okay, and my questions are here. This is all the question, and then I will convert to Blackboard load file. Okay, and this is my file. Okay, I will put it in the desktop. For example, I can name, modify just right here, for example, chapter 5. So I will forget chapter 5 and save. Okay, now it is saved. Let's come back to the Blackboard, and in the pool, in the same pool of chapter 5, I will upload questions. Okay, I will get this screen, browse, and I have on my desktop, this is the Blackboard test, the questions. I choose open. Okay, The point per question, for example, I will put 1 point per question. This is that you can remove, you can change, edit the number of points, the possible point question. It is just a default value which is assigned in the question setting, but this value can be defined when putting the exam. And this will not affect the question setting. Submit. Okay, and this is my questions. Okay, and you can see that I got all my questions on the blackboard and well classified. And this is my test bank. Okay, I can create, then after I will make okay. And now you can see that I have, for example, here 3 test bank. The next step now I will show you how to create an exam randomly from the test pool. So let's go to exams. Okay, assessment, create a test. Okay, I will create a new one. You can create a new one. For example, I will take or create a new one. Let's create a new one. Exam 2, for example, and submit. Here, I will not create question, but raise question. Okay, raise question and create random block. Create random block. When I choose create random block, I will get the pools page. Okay, so I have here my pools and the type of questions. For example, I will choose the pool, the first pool of chapter 3, and choose the question. For example, you can take only true false question, only multiple choices on all the questions. Okay, this is all the questions. So all the questions appear here, and I will make submit. Okay, this is my first block. I will add another block, the same step, and I will choose from chapter 5, for example. Okay, all type of questions and submit. Here, so I have 2 blocks. Look, in the first block, I have the total of 14 questions. Now, how many questions the blackboard will choose? For example, my exam is on 10 points. I will take 6 from the first and 4 from the second. So here the number of questions, I will write 6 and submit. And for each question, I will have 1 point. From the second block, I will take 4 questions, and the point is 1 per question. And you can, here the blackboard will select randomly 6 questions from the first block, which is chapter 3, and randomly 4 questions from the second block, which is chapter 5. And here you are sure that the questions will be different for all the students. They will not receive the same questions, and we will reduce the percentage or the possible probability of cheating. And you can see here that I have total question 10 questions, and the total of point is 10 points. And you can create a lot of blocks, a lot of test bank. Also, if you want to change the order of blocks, you can take it from here and take it up or down. Okay, like this. You can do like this. And if you have a lot of blocks, a lot of test banks, if you have a lot of questions in our test bank, we get diversified exams and a different exam for all the students.